Okay, there we go. Okay, hello everyone. Thank you for joining in. Slight little technical difficulties this morning. Trying to jump onto this to make sure you all don't lose out on your fitness and exercise. So enjoy joining in. Let's get ready. Pop your shoes off. We're going to go through over some of the basics of Pilates. We're going to do it all from the mat. It's just going to be about 20 minutes long. And I hope you can all hear me and see me okay. I can't see the camera. I can't see any comments. So if you do have any comments you want to write in afterwards, please write them in. This video is going to be up here in the group forever, so you can do this video every day if you like. You can do it whenever you want. It's going to be in this group, okay? So yeah, hope you've washed your hands and let's get started, okay? On your mat, I'm going to bend our knees, lying back onto the mat. Okay, just make sure you can see me. So with your knees bent and your feet just in front of your knees, don't have your head tilting back, tuck your chin down. You may need to put a book underneath your head if your head is tilting back. So tuck your chin down. Okay, you'll notice that there is a normal curve underneath your lower back. Okay. Now we can manipulate that, and that's what we want to do as well, is to be able to move our pelvis so that we can increase that curve. You see, increase that curve and then flatten that curve. So you see the way I'm tilting my pelvis, lifting it up, increasing that curve, and then pushing the pelvis and the tailbone back and flattening the back so it can't get under. Okay, so we're just going to do a few reps of these just to get used to it. Place your hands on your hips and you'll feel your pelvis tilting back and forth. Now we're going to connect with the breathing. So I want you to inhale as you lift up and exhale as you tilt back. So an inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift up, exhale, tilt back. And when you tilt back, try then connect with the core. Try and pull the belly button down into the floor and really push down into the floor. And that's activating core muscles. Inhale, deactivating, exhale, tilt back, flatten, push all these muscles down into the floor. Okay, 2 more. Okay, so just relax for a moment. Make sure your head is nice and relaxed. We're going to go into some nice little leg work, okay? So when we do any Pilates work, I'm going to reinforce a lot of the rules today because there may be a lot of new people to Pilates on, so please be patient with me if you are a Pilates expert, okay? But it's good to reinforce the rules no matter what. So the pelvis should be stabilized. When we're doing movements, we don't want movements leaking energy is the term we use, where we want stability. So we want to be focusing on really pushing the hips down, super gluing them into the floor, okay? So we move here as little as possible, but our legs do a lot more movement, okay? But the stability is created here. So what we're going to do is stabilize, push the back down again, okay? So tilt the pelvis back, push it down like our first exercise. Take an inhale, bend that knee into 90 degrees, knee is over the hip, heel is in line with the knee, toe pointed forward, okay? That's an inhale. And then exhale, just keeping that same angle at the knee, just tap onto the floor in front. Inhale, pull back, exhale, tap onto the floor. We're going to do 8 more. And 7. So you just inhale, pull back, exhale, tap down. Inhale, pull back, exhaling down. That's 6. And 5. Stabilizing here at the hips. 4. 3. 2. 1 more, and then we go on to the left side. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, just bring that foot back to the floor. Okay. Stabilize that leg and hip into the floor. Tilt the pelvis back. Push the abs down. Inhale, lift the leg into tabletop position. Exhale, tap out in front. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, tap in front. Okay, we're going to go for 8. Tapping down. Go for 7. And 6. And 5. And 4. 3 more, pushing these abs and ribs down. 2. And 1. Okay. Inhale, pull it back, and exhale, place that foot back on the floor. Now the gap between your knees should just be about a fist, okay? So it's not really wide. It's nice and narrow in line with the hips, so it's just about a fist wide. Okay, so just relax your breathing again. We're going to go into a bridge, and we're going to again focus on that tilting of the pelvis back, okay? We'll get a little bit more difficult into this exercise. So take an inhale, okay, and just find that gap, okay, and then an exhale, tilt that pelvis back, and as that pelvis goes back, try and roll each of the vertebrae up, okay, keep the hands down, I'm just demonstrating, but roll each of the vertebrae up, lifting those hips, squeeze on the glutes, take an inhale at the top, make sure the neck is relaxed, and exhale, rolling down, watching the vertebrae roll down one at a time. Okay, there we go, back to the bottom. Take an inhale, reset, exhale, tilting that pelvis back, rolling and lifting the hips. Take an inhale at the top, you're stabilizing through the feet and the shoulders in connection with the floor. Exhale, roll it back down. So take an inhale to reset, exhale, rolling back up. So it's fundamental that we get, exhale, roll down, that we get these exercises, the fundamentals, before we begin adding in any more difficult exercises. A lot of these fundamentals, you find the exercises maybe too easy sometimes, but that's because you're doing them without any real connection with the body, without any understanding of stability and where your energy should be focused. Let's go 5 more. Exhale, roll and lift it up. Inhale, pause at the top, squeeze those glutes nice and tight. Exhale, roll back down, controlling, keeping the hips nice and stable, strength through those feet. Back up for 4. And 3. 2, and 1. And some people may not come up very high, and that's okay. The higher you can get up, that's the better. You'll engage the glutes a little bit more. And coming back down on the exhale. Well done. Okay, we're going to take the next exercise. We're going to start, if you have done Pilates before, go straight into the more intermediate or advanced 100. But I'm going to assume that most of you are beginners, so we're just going to do the 100 exercise, focusing on our breathing and our pulsing with the arms and stabilizing. Okay, so no need for neck movement yet, but you can go into a lifted position if you are able to, okay, or if you have done it before. Otherwise, it's no harm to come back into this position and just focus on the arm work, engaging the lats underneath the arms and focusing on the breathing. Okay, so we'll go with the legs first. So we'll inhale, tilt the pelvis back, take the legs into tabletop position, 2 together, okay, knees together. If you do have any back issues, keep the feet on the floor. So just tilting that pelvis back, take the arms and keep pushing those abs down. That's where we want a lot of the focus, pushing those abs down, and that's where it gets consciously aware and connected with our muscles. Hands are at hip height, tuck the chin down, make sure the neck is straight. Take an inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. See the arms pulsing, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so not weak arms, straight arms, flat hands, pushing that air. And I want you to squeeze underneath the armpits. So inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Halfway. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And relax. Bring the knees into the chest and just give a little stretch. Well done. That gets a lot of breathing going on into the system and gets us focused. And we normally start off our class with one of those. If you were doing it more advanced, your legs would be still the same, but you'd be into a roll position and you'd be really focusing on those abdominals. But we'll try that in the next video, okay? We'll get there. Take those feet back down again. Now we are going to focus on lifting the chest and the head, okay? So that we do get advanced for the next class. So take the hands, place them behind the head, just at the back of the head, and tuck that chin down so the neck is nice and straight. Now knees are bent again, feet in front of the knees, and remember the arch in the back, we want to flatten that. So tilt the pelvis back as you push those abs down, no gap there, okay, great. So take an inhale as you do that. Then as you exhale, tuck the chin down and just roll the head onto the shoulders. Take an inhale as you hold, and an exhale, roll back down. So you're trying to roll from the spine, not lifting and lowering the head, you're trying to roll from the spine. So we'll get there. Inhale, reset, push the abs into the floor. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, hold. Really focus on holding and squeezing and pushing those abs down into the floor. Exhale, roll it back down. Let's keep going. 8. Hold. Inhale. Exhale, hold and roll it back down. Up for 7. Hold on your inhale. Roll it back down on the exhale. Up for 6. Keeping those elbows back, pushing the abs into the floor. Halfway, let's go, number 5. Any pain coming onto the neck, you may want to take a time out and just relax, okay? You may be pulling on the neck too much. Hold on your inhale, exhale, roll it back down. 3 more. 2 more. So you can see that position we come up in. We're just coming up to the tips of the shoulder blades and rolling back down. Now as you come up to the tips of the shoulder blades, really pushing and engaging that core, flattening that lower back, holding that inhale on this last one for as long as possible, really stabilizing and working that core, because that's where we want to be able to hold that position for a lot of the exercises. So really practice at that one. Exhale, rolling it back down. Okay, excellent. So that's a really important one for our 100, and for a lot of our exercises we need to be able to hold that roll up, okay, in that position. Okay, so we'll be focusing on strengthening that core, and if that still is something that you find is difficult, practice makes perfect, but at the same time don't overstrain your neck. If you feel you have strain in your neck, it's time to sit that one out, or send me a message, send me a video of how you're doing it, and I can help you out on that one. Okay, so straightening out the legs, we're going to go into a straight roll up. Hopefully you can see me and my feet. Okay, so legs are together, toes pointed away. We're going to keep our legs down. You see the arch come in the lower back again, so you need to tilt your pelvis back, flatten that back. Take the arms overhead, making sure to keep the lower back engaged into the floor. Push the abs down, push the ribs down. So you don't want the ribs up, you want the ribs down, okay? So that keeps the back flattened. Take an exhale as you begin to roll up. You tuck the chin onto the chest, rolling up into a seated position. Then reaching forward, but keeping your C curve. So see the C curve on my spine. My arms reach forward, but my lower back pushes back. So I keep that C curve as I inhale, and exhale, roll it back down. Nice and gentle. Inhale and exhale, rolling back up. Reach forward, inhale, stretch out that C curve on your spine. Exhale, roll it back. And again, one more. Coming up, holding. Exhale, reaching up to the ceiling, lift up out of those hips, arms out to the side. Okay, point the toes back towards your head if you can. We're going to stretch out that upper back. So take an inhale, and as you exhale, rotate, keep the arms out wide. Inhale, center. Exhale, rotate to the other side. See the way the arms aren't coming any closer together. Your head stays in the middle of your body, over your sternum. When you come into the center, try not to collapse. Try stay up nice and tall. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So you're like a scarecrow. Okay, the upper back and the arms will get tired. Last 2 each side. One more each side. And relax. Well done. Okay, in that seated position, we're going to try roll like a ball. Okay, so you're going to come to the front of your mat. You're going to bend the knees. You're going to place your hands on the front of your shins. Okay, lift the feet off. You're going to round yourself, tuck yourself in like a ball. Inhale, roll back to the tips of the shoulders, and exhale forward. Okay, this one you're going to have a little bit of fun with. If you're not comfortable doing it, no need, but try and have a little go. It's nice for your back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward and exhale back. 2 more. 1 more. As you come back up, you try not to put the feet on the ground, okay? I'm hoping that you can still see me. I haven't rolled out of the camera. Now what you're going to do, I'm going to make sure I'm in the camera. So what you're going to do is just roll back down and hold, okay? So hold, tuck yourself in like a ball. Now see the way your head is rounded up onto your chest, your shoulders are rounded up, okay? That's an ideal position because our lower back is flat into the ground, okay? So we're going to try and do 1 leg stretch from here, okay? So introduce this new movement, the 1 leg stretch, okay? So really engage your core, push the abs down. We're going to take 2 hands and place them over our right knee as we stretch out our left leg and take an exhale. Inhale on the switch, exhale on the other side. Inhale, switch, and exhale, stretch. 1 leg stretch. Inhale, exhale. Inhale on the change, exhale. Go at your own pace. Keep pushing the abs and lower back down into the floor. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Okay, pull those knees in. Relax the neck in case there's any strain on it. Look left, look right. Okay, well done. That is your single leg stretch. We'll do the double leg stretch in the next video, but that's your single leg stretch, and it helps when you can keep your head up into that position. Okay, well done. So we're going to just do 1 last exercise over. Our 20 minutes is up already. It goes extremely fast. I'm just going to hold you for another couple of minutes so that I can get you to do your 4-point positions, okay? This is another really important one. 4-point position, knees are underneath the hips, hands are directly underneath the shoulders, okay? Now watch what we can do with the spine. We can curve it up and curl it down, okay? So this is a great way to loosen out the lower back, loosen out the upper back, and mobilize the spine. Every one of those joints need to be mobilized. Okay, what you're looking out for here is to make sure those hips don't go back and forth. So keep the knees and the hips in line. This is your cat stretch. You'll have seen this in yoga, okay? And there's ways we can make this a little bit more difficult, but for the time being, we'll focus on stretching out the back. Again, if you have any lower back issues, coming down into an overstretched position like this is not going to be pleasant. So just stay somewhere around neutral and just go up into your cat stretch. Okay, so take an inhale and an exhale. Okay, now we'll progress a little bit more and advance this exercise a little bit more on the next classes. Sit back onto your heels and just stretch out the back. Okay, so just stretch out and relax that breathing. What we'll do for the next couple of classes is just reinforce a lot of those good practices, and no matter what stage of Pilates you're at, having those foundations is absolutely key, because if you don't have those foundations, you're probably thinking that Pilates is quite boring, but when you get these foundations right, then it becomes quite difficult. You feel a lot of strength growing around that pelvis area, and that supports all the rest of your movements. Remember, your left hip and your right shoulder are connected. There's lots of complicated stuff going on in the body, and when you start to focus on these stabilizing exercises, a lot of these issues can, start to disappear. Okay, and really focusing on that cat stretch as well. So if you focus on that cat stretch and also the breathing with the 100 for our next class on Wednesday, that will be awesome, because we're going to go a little bit quicker into Wednesday's class. All right, so thank you for joining in. Hopefully there was no issues. Hopefully the connection has stayed there. I'm going to go and have a check. This video is going to be up, so feel free to do it. It's just 20 minutes, but it really gets you focused, calm down. The breathing really relaxes the nervous system as well, so feel free to do it again tomorrow, and then Wednesday we'll advance those things a little bit. If you are available later this evening, 7:45, we're going to be doing a more vigorous workout. Again, it's only going to be about 20 minutes long. We may increase the times of these depending, but I want them to, be accessible. So we'll go for 20 minutes. Maybe at the end of tonight's workout, I might have an additional 10-minute relaxation, and that's optional. So if you need to go somewhere and jump off after 20 minutes, that's perfectly fine. That's the great thing about the online. You can leave the class whenever you want if you start to get bored, or if the kids are calling you. But try and get away from everyone so that you can enjoy, that time to yourself and really focus on it. Okay, so thank you for joining in, and please send me any comments if I can improve on the video. That would be much, much appreciated. Aloha and have a good day. I will switch this off. Thank you for joining in.